Hey guys, this is JaRyCu here. Welcome back to the wonderful world of Minecraft. I was about to say Warcraft. What am I thinking today? Here we go, episode 3, playing Direwolf20 for 1.10. You notice the base is a little bit different than we left it off in the last episode. I planted down some rice, planted down some of those flax seeds we talked about, also planted some of that hemp. You can see this one here is already up to the 3 layers, and you notice I've got little earthworms running around 2 out of 3 of these little fields. Each field's 9 by 9, or 3 by 3 to give me 9 squares, I should say. The earthworms act like constant bone meal. You can't make them. If you take a hoe, do I have one on me? Yeah. And hoe the ground up, you will randomly get them. If you're lucky. None right there. There we go. See, there's 2 of them right there. And what they do for you, you notice how the ground is too far from the water over here, so it's already turning back into dirt, then back into grass again. Well, for those of you who haven't played with earthworms yet, you take the earthworms, and you put them down wherever you want to put them. Let's just go over here, because I'm going to have to find some seeds and plant some wheat pretty soon anyway. So let's put one right there. Now what that guy's going to do is he just crawls around, and bam, look at that. He's already made a 3 by 3 field. He also hydrates it for you, so you don't have to have any water around. Now this is fantastic for early game, because, well, if you notice, there's no bucket. I've only set up the grindstone that we talked about in the last episode. I haven't actually used it yet. I don't have a tinker smeltery, I don't have any machinery, no RF going on. So there's no buckets, there's no iron to make a bucket with. But this guy will constantly water it. He also acts like he's bone meal. So he provides a growth enhancement to anything in that 3 by 3 area that he covers. And he's free. I mean, you can't really beat that, can you? So we're going to hang on to these other 2, because once you put them down, you can't get them back. It's kind of unfortunate. You know, the only way to get rid of him would be to break that block, and then he just, poof, he disappears. So that's not going to be very good for us. Now, since the last episode, I did do a little bit of stuff. I got my first death. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I'd pause the game to step away and get a cup of coffee. Came back, and there's a gigantic crater right here. Yeah, I got creeper bombed. Game wasn't on pause. Game was just sitting here just like this right now. I'm going to have to pay more attention to that, because that was kind of painful. I lost a couple of tinker's tables. Luckily, it didn't hit my chest over here, though. Oh, the sun's going down. Let's go and get a little nap in. Well, I can't get a nap in yet. It's got to get a little bit lower. So here's what I've got in store for you today. Done some mining. I went out to the coast and got a ton of gravel and a ton of sand. If you notice right out here, there's all these nice little beachy islands. There's even one of those advanced or applied energistics meteors over here. I didn't go over there, though. That's why it's still blacked out. I went to this island here. Just kind of flew over here using my slingshot. Got a whole bunch of sand, because we're going to make a smeltery real quick. Make a whole bunch of blocks. I've got them laid out over here, just to make it nice and easy on myself. Put that up here, bring all these guys down. And I've also got these sitting off to the side for a reason. For those of you who haven't played with tinkers in this particular version, you're in for a really nice surprise. Now, each set of this, every 1 clay, 1 gravel, 1 sand gives you 2 grout. So if you notice here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 4 stacks plus another quarter stack over here of grout. That's awesome. That's going to make a whole lot of bricks. We got 13 of those. That's enough to make 1 more of these ovens. We're going to take that. We're going to stick that right on top of this. We've got coal in here. And we're going to cook up a whole bunch of this. Coal in here, more of that in there. Okay, that'll be 2 stacks of that going on. So while we're waiting on that, we're going to have a little bit of fun here, because that's going to take a while to cook up. You take one of those, or in this case 2 of those, put them in a crafting grid. You can be in your personal inventory, be on a table, it doesn't matter. And you get one of these guys out of here, EFLN. I have no clue what that stands for. I'm sure it's in the Tinker's book over here. I'm not going to take the time here on camera to go through and look for it. I just know it's really, really cool. Now we're going to take some more flint with us just in case we find some creepers, because that's the easiest way to get gunpowder. And we're going to go back down to the mines and show you what this stuff does. It's like TNT for mining. Oop. Here we go. Now, I love the fast descent fast descent that Quark gives you. I think we talked about that yesterday. Okay, back down in here. This all should look familiar to you. There's a couple more holes because I did come back in and dig out some more stuff. Do I have my torches? I got a few torches left. Okay, we're going down here. Eventually we'll get to the spot where I haven't mined yet. And we're going to take these things. Nope, not down in there. I'm looking for a nice big open area. I'll tell you what, this area right here works. Let's break this candle. Put that back in the inventory so we don't knock it all willy-nilly. I notice we've got some coal. Over here there's iron. Up here there's iron. There's Certus quartz. There's copper down here. There's nickel ore. And if you notice when I switch to my pickaxe, I still have a stone pickaxe. But the tooltip from the one probe up in the top left corner says I need a diamond level pickaxe. Stone doesn't do that. That's why I'm making the smeltery, so we can get an iron one, which does a whole lot better for us. Let's go back over to this thing. EFLN. I'm just going to right click and throw it. Bam! Check that out. Look at the size of that explosion. And if you look down here, you notice we didn't lose anything. All the blocks that I would have had to mine or that I couldn't mine are all right there for us. Look at the inventory there. Look at all the rock, all the gravel. Let's sort. Let's see if it'll sort for us. There we go. The sorting thing has some issues. I may replace that between episodes. But look at all the cobble that it gave us. Had the grotto ready. All the andesite that it gave us. All the Certus quartz we picked up. We've got a little more flint. We've got more iron. We've got more coal. Even got a peridot in there. Unfortunately, a peridot is not as good in 1.10. You can't make armor out of it. At least not yet. Maybe that mod's coming pretty soon. Okay, but notice how much time that saved us. I didn't have to go through and dig all that stuff out. I didn't have to do any of that. And that works on everything. Okay, we've got to get rid of some. Oh, you notice I also made a bow and arrow. I got tired of trying to run up on skeletons and dying. That's just not a lot of fun to me. Okay, we're going to plug this in such a way so that I can come back and get to it later. Because as soon as I make that bucket, we're going to need to get lava. And it's either going to be a cross-country trip, because there's 2 or 3 open-air lava pits that I found. Or it's going to be to come back down here and just get it out of there. So let's see. Got one more of these EFLNs. Let's see if we can get low enough to find some diamonds. Basalt. That means there's a lava pool. What's the map show us? Okay, over that way is a big water pool. There's lava right there in front of us. If I face that away, you can see which. You can tell which direction I'm looking on the map, so I'm moving around, and the cursor moves with me. Oh, my vote is we try to get up there and see what's in this water. Well, I can't wait to get some redstone and get this tool to be a little bit better for us here. Haha, here we go. Speaking of redstone, is there a nice little walkway down? Oh. Alright, if you don't know the tricks, I always stand so they have to come up the steps at you. Oh, now I get the monster hunter. That's how much stuff I've had to kill overnight here. But for some reason, the little baby zombies seem to not be able to maneuver very well, going up and down anything that they perceive to be a stair, which that's a stair to them. Well, let's see if I have enough to get some hearts back, 'cause this is not going to be good if we don't. Okay, now we wanted some obsidian, because we need to get to the end to build some things. I needed some gold, needed some redstone to make my tools faster. I wonder if I can blow that up. Anybody out there think we can do it? I think we can. We're going to give this thing a shot. I've got some coal. Let's make some more torches real quick. 3 of those. 1, 2, 3 of those. Gives me 12 of those. Put those up here. Bam! Look at that. Okay. Now let's plug that water up so it doesn't accidentally mute the explosion. See if we can get over here to it. Okay. Let's see how badly this goes. Hopefully there's not going to be too much lava up under there. Alright guys, you ready for this? Back up, make sure nothing's going to kill me from behind. Here goes nothing. BAM! And we did not get any obsidian for our efforts. That's a bummer. But we did get 40 redstone. That's something. Okay. And I don't know if I want that or not. I'm not going to build with that. We'll take that. What can we use that for? Build a cool looking block. Terrestrial artifact. So that's what the peridot's for. Emeralds. What does that thing do? Biome finder. Ender porter. That sounds pretty cool. And JaRyCu makes the wanderer. I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll get around to making that at some point in the series. Okay, pick that up. And did I get any gold? Of course I didn't get any gold. I forgot about getting the gold. Okay. Let's go back, find our way back down. I chunk loaded my base before I started the episode, so that way while we cooked all of that grout, we could go do other things. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I didn't hear him until it was too late. I need to pay more attention to that map, I guess, right? How do I get back out of here? Because I blew up a whole lot of stuff. There's the lava. We'll go back up here. Alright, so, first things first, we're going to build a smeltery, obviously. And then, I believe I've got enough clay left over, because I mined up 2 more stacks of clay a while ago from a deposit that was right up in there somewhere. To where we're going to cook a stack of clay into bricks. Then we're going to turn those bricks in clay, and I'll have to go get more sand, but we're going to turn all that into the coke oven for immersive engineering, because I think that's the first thing I'm going to build out, is immersive engineering. They have really, really cool toys, like a mining drill, they have a rail gun, they have a freaking Tesla coil you can set up that zaps everything, including other players, and one hit kills everything. Now, we're not going to get to all that in this episode. That's going to take a while to set all that up. Some of that setup will be between episodes, just so I can level the ground and get places to put things. Cut down a bunch of trees. You notice the tree farm really, really grew since the last episode. There's no telling how much wood is in there, and I'm going to wish I had vein miner by the time it's over with. Okay, let's see how much grout do we have. 51 in each. Okay, I decided this chest is going to be for anything that's rock related. Let's put that down here. Sort you, which would be all of... Not you guys, you come back. Rock, 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 rock. That's not rock, that stays on me. That's not rock. That's close enough to be on rock. Throw you in there. And put those in here. Keep that on me because I'll repair my tools on the go now. Is it getting dark? Ooh. Yeah, I'm not big on the creeper bombs anymore. Those things really, really hurt. Okay, so I'm going to make a couple things on screen, just for those who've never seen the way this works. And then I'm going to cut the video after doing that, so that we can knock everything out and not waste too much time. Okay, I want 2 of these. They're called faucets or spouts. I want 2 of those. I need 1 casting table. I need to do that pattern in reverse and get the casting basin. I need to do one of these guys. It's like a bucket with bricks. That makes the controller. Bam, bam. That's going to make the smeltery drain. Okay, that's going to be all that. 2, 3. Let's make a whole bunch of bricks. Okay, and where should we put this? Let's put this guy right here. 1, 2, 3. Now you can make these as small as literally one brick, like just one right there. You could put the bricks around and have it be one high. But I have discovered that's horribly inefficient. It takes forever to melt things. It takes forever to do anything, and it's just not worth it. I mean, if you've got all the time in the world and you don't mind taking forever and feeding in one block of wood at a time, be my guest. Go ahead and do that. It's not the way I like to play the game, though. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you got to put down the base. 3 by 3 is what I've noticed to be the best. So the size we're going to make first is called a 3 by 3 by 1. Now you notice I left some squares in the back. You don't have to put anything there. You're just wasting bricks if you do. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We're going to put the controller, the faucet. Oh, I forgot to make a piece. Let's see if I have any sand in here. That is limestone. Oh, no sand. Okay, we're going to need a piece of sand. Is there any over in here? I may pause that real quick and get some sand, because there's one piece I completely forgot to make. And that would be the lava tank. You can't have a smeltery that works unless you have a lava tank to put the lava in. Okay, so let's just go and lay down the rest of this. The way I always set mine up, I'll put the drain on the end, I'll put the controller right there, and I'll put the tank in the middle. Now, once you put all the pieces down, it's really, really easy, because it actually wakes up and tells you the controller gets on, it actually looks like it's on fire, so you can see that it's working. The tank, you can break it out and take it somewhere to fill it back up, because each tank will hold 4 buckets of liquid. And that can be lava. In previous versions of 1.7, if you had thermodynamics, thermal energistics, you could put liquid pyrotheum, which was like a lot faster than lava. I really miss that stuff. Okay, I always throw my table right here on the front. I'll throw this guy over here on the side. Throw one of you there, one of you there. Because you can actually have it draining out both sides at the same time. It comes in really, really handy. Okay, put you down there, put you down there. Alright guys, I'm going to cut the video for a second. I'm going to go get some sand, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to make that up. In the meantime, I will cook up a little bit of this iron. Alright, I'm going to show you how this grindstone works, so I don't want to waste any of this. I made the wooden handle. That's just 5 sticks. And a pattern like that all across the top. It handles the entire outside corner like that to make that. And then the grindstone itself goes 1 gear, 3 pieces of some sort of rock, 3 crystals, and 2 cobblestone. Put them together and you get this nifty little thing. All you do is put in whatever you want. So I'm going to put in one of those. You can put 3 stacks in there if you wanted to. It could be 3 different things: a stack of iron, stack of gold, stack of copper. And it'll keep them separate when they come over here. And then you're using the power of your mouse. I'm just holding down right click. It takes about 4 twists all the way around, sometimes 5, to go through one ore. So right there, so I've got 2 of those out. Now I can put those in here. And I need that one more time so I can make a bucket. And cook them up, and then I'll get 2 ingots out of each one. This is manual labor, guys. Actual manual video game labor. It's horrible the conditions they make us work in, but we do what we do, right? Hey, I got some rice. I think I already had some more rice in here somewhere. There we go. Hey, there's 3 of them right there. We'll put that one up. Now here's what we're doing with the rice, and why this is important. Take 3 of those, stick them like that, and you get rice dough. Oh, and the actual addition's manual. Okay. Now, as soon as this cooks, we're going to throw this in here so we don't have to waste any coal. Acquire hardware. There's another achievement for us. It's going to cook that rice dough into rice bread. I didn't have enough seeds to make its own field yet, so we need food that's going to work out perfectly for us. Now we've got a bucket. Yay. Check that out. Rice, bread. Can you do anything with the bread? You make biomash. I don't know what you do with the biomash. Okay, actual additions manual. Nothing apparently. That doesn't matter. Let's just look at the book. Turn it into that. Toast. Where do you get toast from? Bread, toast. Does that turn into toast? No, I guess it's just regular bread that does. But you know what this turns into? More hearts, which we desperately needed. So yay, we got that going on. Once those grow up, we'll be able to make even more of this, and we'll have an unlimited food supply. If you hear the water running, if you remember yesterday, there was a bunch more gravel here. I dug all the gravel out a while ago because it's easier just to grab it from here, and eventually I'm going to get rid of this puddle anyway and put a house there. Alright, so let's pause the video. I'm going to grab some sand, and I'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, I'm back again. You notice I've got 6 glass now. I picked up 8 pieces of sand, and put them all together. Got some more of these bricks. I made some more of the bigger bricks. So we're going to take one of these guys, stick it in the middle, go around, and bam, now we've got a seared tank. Well, the cool thing is these become multi-blocks. So if I do it again, 8 around, one of those. Now I've got 2 of these guys. They'll stack for now, but once we put lava in them, they'll no longer stack. So I was looking at the map while we were on pause, and I noticed I can either go back underground and brave the dangers, or we can just do a little bit of touristy stuff and slingshot back over here to the purple fields and grab a bunch of lava. Considering each one of those tanks holds 4 buckets, and I've got 2 of them, that's 8 buckets of lava, I think that'd be a little bit better of an idea. So let's see, which way do we need to aim? This is us over here. We want to go that way. We want to go slightly northwest, which means I need to face the opposite direction. So I need to face southeast. Whoop. Yeah, it looks about right. Let's go that way and see what happens. I'm holding down control and my space bar. So that way I'll bounce and get a better jump. Control will speed me up. That's the default keybind, as control means run. And there's this purple field, so we're going to head that way again. A little more air this time. Oh, mama! Hey, we didn't crash in the river. I'm shocked. There's more cows. Okay, where are we now? Centered up. We are right here. We want to go over there, so that's slightly southwest this time. So we'll face that way. Fly some more. Pray we don't land in the lava. That would be disastrous to our efforts to get lava. Is this it? Nope, that's water. Oh, I went completely wrong. We need to be up there, so I think we're just going to walk the rest of the way, because I don't want to really jump into the lava. There's that purple slime island. I should have brought a couple of stacks of cobble so we get up there to it. For now, we'll be okay, though. Lava. Here we go. Yeah, eventually, if I stayed over here or trunk loaded this, it would burn down all these purple flowers, and then we wouldn't have to worry about them. But for now, we're going to leave them be, because they're purple flowers, and the sheep seem pretty happy with them. And who am I to tell a sheep that it's wrong? Let's clear out some of these so we're not on fire. That's rather impressive. We'll let that one burn over there. Okay, does that make anything cool? Purple dye. Yeah, we got plenty of these to deal with. Okay. Put those down. Oh, it's easy. Just like getting water. 3, 4. That one's full. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we pick them back up. Oh, and they stack because they're both equally full. Now to get home, we are just going to shoot directly east. Unless, I don't see anything cool on the map. I went through that forest when we got here the other day. Okay, so we face directly west. We'll zoom out a little bit so we can kind of steer. So let's put a marker here too. We'll call this lava. And I'm probably the most original person you've ever heard, right? Okay, we got lava marks. So we know where to go to next time. Directly east. Wham! Let's just go in and hit that tree. Good job. Never said I was very good at navigation. Heck, 3 episodes in, I don't think I've claimed to be good at anything just yet. Okay, let's clear some of these trees. I'm not going to kill the cow since we got rice for bread now. Is it still that way? Am I going the right direction? Yes, I am. Okay. Go just a little bit south. Oh, yeah. Bam! Face first in the tree. And then in the water. There's more clay should I ever need it. Alright, I believe we visited these guys the other day. Yeah, that's the one where I got all the jam from. Definitely be coming back to pay him a visit pretty soon. I feel bad for him. They're farm was overgrown by the vicious gravel monster. Wasn't me though. It was like that yesterday, if you remember. That's where I got a bunch of our seeds from. There's a pathway. Is that my hut? Yeah, that's my place down there. I forgot to mark it on the map. Bam! I got this thing for hitting water today, apparently. Okay, so let's put these down. 1, notice how the fire came on. 2, it's now a multi-block. Get some more of those out. We're going to make this thing big because, you know, it's Minecraft. Why not? Okay, so hold down shift or else it opens up the controller. We don't want that right now. Put these around. Hold down shift. Oh, that was not good. I don't want that in there. Okay. Oh, too close. That's the bad thing. They don't have that quite worked out yet. If you notice now we have 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is we can do 18 blocks at a time. And we've got just enough to go one more. Because if we're going to do this, let's just do this right. Okay, those have to do with rocks. We'll put them in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. And let's get all, or as much of this iron as we can done all at once. Bam! Look at that. 27 blocks of iron. That's actually 3 blocks, but the smeltery is going to double that for us. So that's going to be 6 blocks of iron when we dump it out. Now, one reason I kept this at a 3x3 by X level, 3x3 by 3 in this case, is each level is 1 block. So as long as you remember to do 9 blocks at a time, you never have to use this guy over here. You can just come back and use this guy over here. Pretty nifty, huh? Now, one thing we do need to do is we need some clay. Oh, did I use all my clay? No, I didn't. Because we need to make some temporary casts. And are these replaceable? It doesn't say. We're going to find out. Because I hope we can just upgrade our tools. I believe we can. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. So we're going to need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, heck, I don't know. Let's just put a bunch of this stuff in there, too. I can always dump it back out if I need to. It'll come back out, I believe, as hardened clay. Alright, so here's what we're doing with this. These will make temporary one-time use molds. Can't get any gold yet because I don't have any iron tools. I don't want to waste the iron making throwaway tools like I did with that axe when we first got started. So we're going to do it like this. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Need 1 of those. 1 of those. 1 of those, because that's the pieces are going to replace. The bindings we have on these are stone, and we're going to leave those as is for now. We may revisit that later, but for now that's going to work. Okay, sun's going down, but we got a minute more, so you put that on there. Clicking this, whatever's on the bottom is what comes out of the spout. So we're going to put that in there. Now, you know, Tinker's in 1.10 actually has a cooling time. So you put iron in here, it's going to take a little bit. You can't just grab it out like you could in 1.7. You have to wait for it to cool off. So now we've got that. Let's see. Whoa. Let's go on and sleep before the creepers creep up on us. I am terrified of creepers. If I'm fully armored up and I got a really good sword, I don't mind. I'll go head first in and try and kill them all. But right now, I don't have anything but some slime boots on. That would not be a pretty fun thing to do if you ask me. Okay, gotta repair the tool before you can replace stuff. Haha, check that out. Now the cool thing about iron, and the reason I love my iron tools, is they become magnetic. That's right. I don't have to be wearing the Britannia magnet ring or the Reliquary magnet ring or any of that. The way they work now is the more pieces of iron your tool is made out of, the stronger the magnetic force. So anytime you hit anything, whatever breaks is automatically pulled towards you. How cool is that? So typically, until I get to the nether and I get some really good end pieces, like cobalt or ardite or even manulin, I will make my entire tool, whoops, didn't mean to pick that up. I'll make the entire tool out of iron. That gives me magnetic 3, which is just fantastic. I can hit stuff for days and it just pulls stuff at me. Okay, one more tool rod. I love the animations too. Now you can actually watch whoever did Tinker's, I can't remember his name. Is it MDO? He did a really good job. You can watch the pieces change color as they cool. It goes from molten red all the way up to the iron white. That is so cool to me. Okay, we're going to throw the shovel head down. While we're waiting on that, let's go in and change out. Whoop, I'm so used to doing on that table. Repair you, repair you. Okay. Get you one, get you one, get you one. Okay. Now they all got that going on. The reason you don't want wooden Tinker's parts is, well, the reason you do want them is they have the trait called ecological, which means they self-repair, kind of like moss would do in 1.7. The reason you don't want them is they have something, I can't remember what it's called now, but you have a random chance to take a half a heart of damage when you're using it. And if you're not ready for it, it'll scare you to death because your body will jump and you think something is attacking you from behind. And over an entire mining session, that can add up and give you a decent bit of damage on top of the mining fatigue you're already getting from slinging that hammer around. So normally, I'll go in and change it out, and then once I get some XP, put that in there, you can make what's called mending moss now, which is this stuff over here. Mending moss. You make a moss ball, which just means get some mossy rocks, which you do with chisel, just a simple piece of iron and a stick. Chisel some moss out of it, put 9 of them in a crafting grid, get a ball of moss. Now, as you see on the tooltip, you take that, and it won't show you on here. You have to look at the regular moss. Find a bookcase, a regular vanilla bookcase. Don't do any of the fancy bombs of plenty or storage drawers. One that's got to be the vanilla bookcase. Trust me on this. Right-click it. It'll take 10 levels off your XP level and turn that into what's called mending moss. This moss with the neat yellow highlight on it. Then you can put the add on your tool, and that's just like the moss from 1.7. Seems pretty straightforward, but when I was playing the Hermit Pack, it took me a little bit to figure that out. Okay, there's that one. And as soon as I upgrade these tools, I'm afraid that may be it for this episode. I just looked at the timer, and we're running a little bit longer than I wanted to today. Sorry about that, guys. Just going to put this in here. Put this in here. And for those wondering, oh, I didn't replace all the parts on that. It's ecological. It'll regrow itself. This has got the cheap in it, so it'll actually gain durability a little bit faster. But we got our tools upgraded. We got a 3-story smeltery with a ton of iron. Notice it says 7 buckets plus 0.8 more buckets in it, so almost a full 8 buckets. Got all that going for us. Next time around, we'll start off with the Merchant of Engineering. I'll just need to get a few more things up. I'm going to cook some more of that clay into bricks while we're waiting. And I will see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the episode, hit the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave me comments and tell me what I can do better and what you like about what you heard. Thank you.